Let's see. This is working. Everything's good. Good morning, everybody. If you are watching it in the morning, if not, that's okay. So I am going to go through the games really quickly from the other day. Initially talking about the draft that Pity did, and then saying why I think they're a little subpar or really, really good. So here we go. So first three bands. I don't know what this band is. um, I think them picking Viego first. I actually think we should have picked Jinx next. We picked Sivir, and that is the incorrect call here. I think we went into the draft saying this is the one we're going to do a 1-3-1 composition for, which is fine, but we instantly decommitted from it. So Diana can't be picked as the jungle on a 1-3-1 composition. If we're using it as a flex pick, the only two things you can do are pick a wombo combo or split push. So picking Diana that early is just committing to one of those two comps, and it's really hard to split push on with jungle because they have to stay in time in lane and can't efficiently clear their camps and things like that. It is possible, but in team comp, I would never do that. The only ones that are exceptions are like Nocturne, someone who has like a global ult, or a semi-global ult. So really, the Diana pick this early isn't very good. You can also, so we picked Sivir, and I think I had mentioned Sivir as, oh hey, Sivir can be used in this light, which is true. Sivir is inherently the best wave clear ADC. So if we are going to try and go for a split push composition, she's not a bad pick. But Jinx was left up, so Jinx also has the ability to wave clear with her rockets and has some self peel. So Jinx can fit into that type of composition fairly easily. And with the strength of Jinx currently, I think Jinx should have been the pick. So I think the Diana is fine. I just think it's a little early to commit to Diana. And like I said, you have to put it mid if you're split pushing, or ideally you put it mid if you're split pushing. You can. It's just a lot more difficult to pull off certain things because they can't pressure the objectives while also pressuring the turrets, and you need that's part of the reason to split push, right? Is to have pressure on the side lanes so that you can get objectives on the other side of the map. Or in opposite angles. So that's one of the reasons it's hard for Diana to be picked there as the jungler specifically. So if we're committing to Diana this early, it just can't be jungle. Sivir is fine. Jinx should have been the pick just because Jinx is so strong right now. They pick Braum here. So with their pick, they have Viego, Jinx, Braum, and we answer with Rakan. It's okay. I don't particularly like the Rakan pick with Sivir specifically, and maybe I'm just making that up in my mind. I don't feel like it's a very strong duo. Let's look at the numbers. Yeah, like Renata's better. I guess Rakan's up there. Okay, maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, maybe I'm crazy. So Rakan is actually okay with it. I don't know how well it does into Braum specifically. Again, that's another matchup I'm not super familiar with right now. Let's look. I feel like he would have a hard time with Braum. About even. Okay. So, you can go with that one. Personally, in this case, that's probably the best option. Either that or something that can assist with wave clear, so like a Karma. Next bands, the Invisible Band and Riven. We pick Trundle. I think that is fine if we're trying to flex the Trundle into jungle as well. So that puts Diana mid. If we do that flex. I do think Trundle is okay top right now. He's not great. He is average at best. looks like right now Renekton does win the matchup. That's interesting. Let's see if that's been true this season. Oh, I can't find Renekton. What the heck? There it is. Yeah, so usually Renekton loses this matchup. Trundle, Renekton, so we could put it top. Triss was banned. Thank you, Pity. We could have put Trundle top, and I think it's fine as long as we play right. It does look like Renekton does have a good win rate. Could be the item adjustments against Trundle this patch, but like historically, Trundle gets, or Renekton gets beat by Trundle. So they kind of counterpick themselves. It could be just a comfort pick, so that's all right. And then we pick Kassadin, and so that's where I think this is where the big mess up is Diana and the Kassadin can't be paired together. I think it's a really, really, really bad pairing. I think if anything, we should pick the Yone there. We already have AP. If we're already committing to the Diana, we committed to the Diana. It is what it is. We should pair it with another AD champion, so Diana can have burst. Yasuo or Yone are the options there. Tristana was banned, it looks like, so we banned it. We could also pick this Tristana here. Just taking it away. I don't know if Mango plays that champ. I'm 90% sure he plays Yone. Dog is just going crazy. So yeah, I just think we committed to a 1-3-1 composition, but we turned it into a 1-1-1 composition. Like the Diana has nowhere to be in this team comp. So I think that's one of the big issues with the draft. Sorry, my dog. I deposit. My dog is being a crybaby right now. So yeah, so I think the Diana pairing with the Kassadin is really bad. I just think overall the Diana pick isn't very good. I think you needed a more standard jungler in this composition. I think a J4, something that can either help with wave clear or disengage. So like a Jarvan is good. If we play Ivern is really good. Who's some other disengaged types? Anything like that. I mean, Sejuani could have even been disengaged. I think Sejuani's not a bad pick because we did end up picking the Kassadin, and we have melee. So I just think the Diana pick was and we could have even, like I said, we could have last picked the Kassadin. I really think that when we picked Diana here, you instantly made it so you can't do a 1-3-1 composition unless you put her mid lane. So with the idea that we're putting her in the jungle, I just think it's impossible to do an actual 1-3-1 composition. And we should have transitioned into a team fight wombo combo style. So that is the draft. I don't particularly like their draft either, except for the Jinx. I just think the rest of the draft is pretty mediocre. The Viego's okay. I think Viego's decently strong. Okay, my dog's going crazy. Give me 1 second. Okay, so but yeah, overall, I just think we fumbled the draft with what we have in the jungle. I think we committed to a 1-3-1, and we didn't draft the right tools for it. Like I said, you want a disengage or a wave clear type jungle that can help the Sivir and kind of peel back rather than what we ended up drafting. Okay, that could be blocked. So I gotta turn that down. Okay, those are my thoughts on the draft. So let's jump into game. My music stopped. So I think we messed up right here in our clears. I think, I mean, you are low health, so I understand. When you see him here, and maybe did we just see him? Yeah, we're just bailing. How low of health are you? You're pretty low health. We probably should have tried to get more. We probably should have. I know you're pretty weak, so I understand that we took a bad trade. So I understand why, but that's just something to look at. Is we should have probably got something more there. That's not good. I think this is a really hard gank to go for. This is... I would have called this off as a mid laner because of my wave. You're losing so much for casters in here because we commit, I think. And we almost get the kill, but we burn flashes for him to burn flash. So that, or you have to time it a little bit better. Like it's right here. When you go in, you're trying to go in, he sees you. So he saw you right there. I don't think we can commit to this at this point because of one, the wave, and two, like us flashing in here. Yeah, we burn flash, but we burn 2 flashes for 1. Cassidy has 0 way of following. Even with flash, the distance he has to cover only gets him to about right here. So he can only get a Q off if he does flash it. So I just think this is an over commit here. I don't think you need to burn your flash for this. Obviously he flashed into you, but yeah, I think that's just a little too aggressive. It just wasn't. Oh, there's no way we're getting a kill there. Nugget, we gotta work on some trade patterns. Die there because of the play mid. That's gonna bug me. Why did that move? Oh, I'm in the wrong one, that's why. It's like, why is this off? Let's switch to this one. There we go. Now we look fancy. Didn't even realize I was in the wrong one. Can't do this. This is 100% illegal. If I'm guessing right now, you die here. You have 0 prio in top lane. You have 0 prio in mid lane. And we're in the enemy jungle. This is 100% griefing. You also had 4 camps up. Like, there's not a huge reason to be invading there. So yeah, so you that just chilling there and invading there is just really you need prio in lanes. Enemy top laner wasn't showing in lane anyways. Like there's a bunch of reasons why that rule is why that was breaking the rules. Only, right, I mean, we've had some rough stuff, but only down 1k at this point. Oh, he gets out. That is... Oh, you get a kill. again, I think this is whoever's calling this, he got out. Like, they have level advantages. They have 4 people here. We have 30. This is I've talked about this a couple times. We tend to take these fights like, oh, we can do this, and we can't. We're not playing to the strengths of our champions. We're diving into a Braum, we're diving in, and then our Trundle is sitting in top, which is fine because he's pushed in. We can't contest into here. Like, this is a absolute no. We can't contest this. Like, once he gets out, he gets out. We should be bailing on it. This just leads, I assume, to multiple people dying. Good knockup, actually. Oh, the grubs killed him. That is so funny, actually. Yeah, we trade 3. So now we're down 2.3k gold because we chased too far. So that's a really notorious thing that we do. Is just over chase, over commit. Once a play's done, it's done. It's okay. Like, we live to fight another day. You need to preemptively ult there. Oh man, I think you just have to commit there. I think yes, you probably die, but you could have. If you bailing like this, you die anyways. Yeah, I think you needed to commit there. You did it. You didn't commit. Orion's being chased. Yeah, I got an ult. We get a kill. That's good. We're not in a bad spot right now. We can fight this. Like, or maybe not. Oh. Okay, we can fight this. Okay, so that was a good. I mean, it was a good collapse by us. I mean, we had. So this is like kind of same thing. I guess they go. How do they? This is kind of they do the opposite that we did, right? They commit to this fight, and they commit because they think they have a little bit of a jump here. This makes a little bit more sense because they do have leads. The biggest thing for them is their entire leads are topside. So if you look at the gold, Cassidy is up 700. Jinx and Sivir are pretty much within 1 CS of each other, and Rakan is down a little bit, but like it's supports, so it doesn't matter. So I think this is a bad fight for them. That obviously leads to us getting some kills. So good fight to take. It was a good collapse by us to just come back and make sure we get it. Cassidy is huge, so we can play around that. Considering we tried to draft a split pushing composition, and that is okay. Going back to the draft, I do think that if we pick Diana, I think she's better in wombo combos most of the time. Yeah, you can't fight, friend. You are down an entire item. You are down 2k gold. At this point, there's 0 chance you win this. It's so hard to do this. We're down so much gold. Like, on this fight right now, you two have only 2 of our people, our top and our jungle here, only have 1,000 more than the Renekton by himself. He has a full item, and we're all components on the end. So I just think this is... So, when top loses like this, you have to just say, okay, I'm playing towards the lanes that are forcing it top over and over again is going to lead to a snowballing harder and harder. So I think we just needed to play towards mid and bot. We had to transit. We can't play towards top. It's impossible to play towards top here unless we have 3 or 4 people here. good. Game's super over. They just get full realm in your jungle. Yeah, this game's super over. And they're roaming bot lane. I'll be honest, bot lane has played decently in terms of playing safe. And we do have the tools to be able to stall it a little bit with Sivir. I would have preferred another champion, like I said, like a jungler with her to help, but just so like Nugget is so far behind. You pick the I'm gonna beat you in lane champion. That was another like. I think we did this with the idea that Kassadin was close, but you going in there, again, it's just understanding the point of the game, right? You're down 1,500 gold, and while right now our Kassadin can move over and it is a 4v3, and their Jinx is far away, their lockdown, their guy, if he hits you with one auto and then his Q or a Q and auto and stuff like that, obviously you're going to get stunned. So I think there's no way you're bursting him at this point. Like you don't have the capital to be able to burst him, don't have the items. And while these two are closer, this is a substantial, like the Brahms there first, and Jinx getting there second is whatever. And they TP in. Our homie. It was a good shut. We got the kill. We got the shutdown, so that's good. If they played that better, they should have killed us. Got one kill, but yeah, we'll lose another one. So yeah, so I just think that fight is a really big desperation play, and maybe it was already feeling like that was the play here. I don't think that's what you can do. You just can't take that fight at this point. Almost 2 items, we don't have any. That was good. That was good claps. We had people closer, so that was good. You literally cannot go top. I don't think you can clear your own top jungle without multiple people there. That's how far behind your trundle is. I think you need to try and take his this side of this is where I think you need to be, because I don't think you're getting anything here. I mean, this is fine. We just gotta wave clear as best as possible. Probably lose 2 turrets. I got a kill. That was good. I got a 3rd one. You guys just commit. Like Trundle has to just commit to. I mean, that was huge. That is super worth. You die. Don't try. I don't think there's any way you TP there. You add 0 value to this team fight. You just keep like literally. You're saying at this point in the game, you are so far behind that you say, all right, guys, have fun. I'm split pushing like I am. When he shows in another lane and we got a kill on him, you're taking this turret. Like, this turret should die. You just can't team fight. Like you add 0 value to a team fight. Overall, I mean, that was a better play. We got a shutdown, so that's big. Still down through almost 4K gold top. Yikes. Same kind of thing. You can't be here. It looks like you almost win, which is crazy. Maybe not. No, you don't almost win. Not even close. Yeah, you just you can't be there. It is impossible. So like I said, I think you should need to come into this side and quadrant, but you need to do it when you have priority in lanes. You're not, when you're invading, you're not doing it with priority in your own lanes. You're doing it just willy-nilly. You need to have priority in lanes, or telling your team, hey, I'm going to invade. I need you guys to start rotating over to me, because especially in the early game, whoever gets first rotation wins that fight 9 times out of 10. So your mid or your top or your support or your ADC or whoever, they need to be able to rotate to you quicker than the enemy team can. And almost every invade that has happened when you've invaded this game has been the opposite. And every time they've invaded, it has been, oh, hey, their support is with them. Oh, hey, their top laner is with them. So it's just the rules of invasion, especially in team comp. You can get away with that in solo queue sometimes, but in comp, that is not allowed. Wow, he didn't get the stun. What the heck? Did he just not press W? He should W right here. Right there. Why did he Q? That's so funny. Honestly, this is just force Baron. We have 0 tools to deal with them with it. That's good. I think you guys can play this out, actually. I think they burned ults. I think you guys should have... Oh, we went too far. I think you guys could have pulled the trigger. They TP'd away. We knew that they TP'd. How did they rotate here? I legitimately think you guys should have committed here. I think this is your only chance to win a fight. It's right here. He TP's away. We see him bot. We should TP and we should fight here. Like, this is the only way that we're getting an advantageous fight. And this isn't either. It's really health bars is the advantage. It's 4v4. Like, you got to take this fight. Oh, we wait too long. Yeah, just kill us. That is unfortunate. I mean, they should just set up around Baron over and over again. Like I said, we don't have the tools. You might be able to win this. You're up a level, so you might be able to beat this guy. Yeah, look at Nugget. Now you just keep split pushing. You just keep going. You're staying a little too long. Yeah. I mean, this is what you have to do, right? I think that was super greedy. You die here because you greeted. Don't be greedy, Nugget. Oh, that was a good combo. That was really good. Holy cow. That was huge. Okay. Wow. We are back. We should not be allowed in this game at all, but we are in this game. And we have... Okay, so now we give Drake... You don't... As much as I love Cloud, you can't fight Cloud. You just burned all of your ultimates. Don't do it. Oh, we're all gonna lose our Baron here, huh? Yeah, guys. The play should have been, okay, we reset, we have to give up the Drake, but we have a 1-3-1 composition. It's okay. It makes him faster. But here, 1 second. My dog's still going crazy. Okay, so after this Baron, we just had a huge influx. You guys have two options. Excuse me. It's either to sprint as a team here and get it, or it's back. The fact that we do this completely split from one another is really, really bad. So I think the call here, like Ray, you sprinting here like this, is like you have to know there's a chance that there's a Renekton in there. You have to know. So yeah, I think this is just we can't fight this. Like we got a huge win, and we're about to throw it. We're literally within 400 gold. Game is absolutely winnable with how strong bot lane and mid lane are. I mean, mid lane's the majority of the gold, but bot lane is even. And so, considering the game state, that's huge that bot lane is even here. So, we need to commit to the split push. We can't, and running in here blindly is really just, you are not allowed to do this. I would have given the Drake. It sucks to go over Cloud Soul. Cloud Soul is fantastic, particularly against split pushing compositions, but we don't even contest it. We have Baron, like, use that. Instead we lose the game here. Game should be over. Yeah, game is over. So, I think we made the play to get back into the game, and then we threw it by committing to by overcommitting